Today, we're going to create a picture similar to the one we saw by Vasily Kandinsky called Several Circles. So we are going to select some circles to use to trace around on our picture. Some of them will be large, some will be small, just like in Kandinsky's picture. If you choose to use this large one, you can make the whole thing go on the paper, or you can make it go off the edge. When you use it, you're going to hold your crayon in the hand you draw with, and you will hold the circle with your hand and trace around the edge. Now, I noticed in Kandinsky's picture that sometimes he would overlap the shapes, and when that happens, a new shape forms. He also put smaller circles inside of larger circles sometimes, and that can make some interesting new shapes also. You can have some shapes that are completely by themselves, some small circles, or you can make it look like an eyeball, like some people think some of the circles in Kandinsky's work look like. You can even make a very small circle on the inside of that shape. So after you've drawn about 6, 7, or 8 circles, then it's time to start with the next step, and that is adding color. We're going to use a special supply today, oil crayons. Oil crayons are like crayons, except they're a lot softer. And so I'm just going to show you a quick idea of how to color nicely on your picture. So I'm loving where these shapes overlapped, how some of them have created new shapes. So I'm going to pick one of those new shapes and I'm going to outline it with my oil crayon. After I outline that shape, then I'm going to very carefully make a thicker edge around those edges, and I'm being very careful. Now, I'm not done yet. I'm not going to just scribble that in. That does not look like my best coloring. So I want to continue to fill this in nicely, and that oil crayon will make it fairly easy to make a smooth, full coloring. Once I finish one shape, then I pick a new shape and I outline that shape. I make a buffer zone in that area, and then I color it in. And I continue doing that until most of my shapes are colored in, but you can still leave some black spaces in your background and even some black spaces that look like holes through the circles. Enjoy and do your best. We're looking for our best coloring and making interesting new shapes show up by the way that we color things in.